Hey, it's Annie. Today I am going to talk about painting kitchen cabinets. Now, recently I shared how to add appliques to kitchen cabinets, and I will link that above so you can just click on that card and you can go right to that video and then you can come right back here, okay? So I decided to share this because I had a couple of you had asked me how to paint kitchen cabinets, so I thought I would talk about that today. The first time I painted my kitchen cabinets, I used chalk paint. I personally would never do that again. I have nothing against it. If you love chalk paint, then you go for it, okay? So I can also link that one too if you want to check that out, why I would never do that. Again, it's just personal preference, and yeah, I just would never do it again, but nothing bad against it. I work with the chalk, company that makes a chalk type paint. So I love that paint, just my personal preference, okay? So I'm going to paint my kitchen cabinets. I have two of them that the first time around I didn't do it, and I added these appliques, and as I said, I shared that in another video. One thing about this glue that I used in the last video, the first time I used I just wanted to let you know this, the first time I used added the appliques, I used a glue by DAP, D-A-P. I would definitely recommend it. This glue is toxic. It actually made my husband really, really ill he was like, almost thought he was gonna pass out. And that's after the glue was sitting and drying. Like, I could still smell it, okay? So I would not recommend it. I didn't link it or anything below. I just kind of showed it in the video, but I would not use that glue, okay? All right, so I'm gonna talk about what you do first before you start painting it. I'm gonna give some tips and talk about how to get a factory finish, okay? All right, so what you want to do first before you start painting your kitchen cabinets is you want to clean them off well first. So you're going to want to use a product like this. This is Crud Cutter. There's other products too that you can use, but basically you want to get any kind of grease or grime off of your kitchen cabinets, okay? Then after you're done doing that, then this is what I do, okay? I take a medium grit sanding block and I just go ahead and I lightly sand my kitchen cabinet, because you just want to get it, how do I explain it? Kind of want to like just make it more porous so the primer and the paint will adhere to it, okay? If it's a slick surface, it's not going to adhere as well, even if you use a primer. So you really want it to stick on there, okay? So I go ahead and I lightly sand it. Then I take this tacky cloth and I wipe all the dirt and dust off. Then I'm ready to paint, because I'm using, you can't see the container here, but it says blocking paint primer and one from Behr. I have another can, and I'll put it below. It doesn't matter if you can see the label, right? But it's by Behr. So basically it's a paint and primer in one. So I don't have to prime, it's already there. That's what I use on those cabinets. Now I didn't do it on a cabinet like this that was just stained, but we're gonna give it a try. It should be really durable. I'm hoping it will be. And this is not a sponsored post. I purchased this at the Home Depot, okay? And there's no color on it. I think it's just their color. It just says, I don't think it says. I think it's just their basic color. I didn't have anything mixed or anything like that. It's just their color. So that's what I'm using on it, because I wanted a pure white color. So if you are going to use a different paint, like you're not going to do a paint and primer in one, you want to do a separate primer and a paint. What you would do is you would prep your cabinets the same way that I did. So you would make sure that they're clean really well using something like this, degreaser, just clean them off really good, sand it, then clean all that dust off. Then you're going to prime it. So you're going to prime it, you're going to let it completely dry and cure, okay, completely. Follow the directions. Then you're going to lightly sand it, okay, lightly sand it. So you're not going to get all that off, you're just going to lightly sand it. Then you're going to take your tacky cloth, you're going to clean all it off really, really good. Then you're going to prime it again, and you're going to let it cure completely and dry. And then you're going to sand it again. And after you sand it, you're going to wipe it off, and then you can paint. Or you can do that process one more time. It depends on whatever you want to do, but you got to do it at least 2 times, okay? Because you really want that paint to adhere. That's just what I would do if I was using a paint and primer. So you can look it up. You'll find a lot of people have different ways of painting kitchen cabinets. I'm just sharing what I would do, okay? Now, I am going to use a roller to paint it. I'm going to actually use a brush first, and I'm going to get into all the detail, and then I'm going to go over the rest of my door, and I'm going to use a roller. I'm not going to use a lot of pressure on it. I'm just going to roll it right on, but this is going to give it a nice smooth finish. Is it going to be a factory finish? Absolutely not, but it will give you a really nice finish. I'm very, very happy with the finish that I got on my cabinets. It looks really nice, okay? You see very, very, very little texture, okay? If you want a factory finish look, you're going to want to use a sprayer. I can't really recommend a sprayer because I have not done that myself, but my friend's husband painted their kitchen cabinets, I think a year or two ago. They look amazing. Amazing. They look like they're factory finished cabinets. They look just unbelievable. So if you want a factory finished look, you're going to want to use a sprayer, okay? So then you're going to want to research sprayers and see which one would be good for you. If you do it, he actually took his cabinets off the wall, so it's really a big project. So I know you can't really do that with the lower cabinets. I don't remember what he did with the lower cabinets. I don't think he took those out. I don't know. But if you do use a sprayer, you're going to have to cover everything up like really good so you don't get paint on your floors and everything else. So it definitely is going to be more work, more mess, but if you really want that furniture, you know, like factory finish look, that's what I would recommend, okay? So I think that's it. Oh, a couple other things. One, when I originally painted my cabinets, I did not take them off the door. Like I didn't take the doors off. I left the doors on and painted them. I'm not saying that's the right way to do it. I'm just being honest with you and telling you I did not do that, okay? These are painted on the inside because I was using it as display. The rest of the cabinets are not. And I did not paint the inside of my doors on any of my other cabinets. I didn't, and I'm not going to. You can do that if you want to. You can take the doors off, paint them. Just make sure that if you do, I would number them or get some kind of system so you know that which doors go where, you know, so you'll put them back the same way. But I did not do that, so that's totally up to you. So I'm going to get the camera on my door, my cabinet door, so you can see it close up and see me painting it, and then hopefully let it dry and fast enough so I can put them back up and show you, because I'd like to get this video up by tomorrow. It's Thursday, and I like to post my videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I really would like to get it to you by Friday. If not, then this is going to go up on Monday. We'll see what happens. And I'm also, since I'm not, you know, painting the back or whatever, but I would do this anyways. I'm not sure how you would prop it because not everybody has a million paint cans. I have a lot of paint cans, so I'm going to prop my door right on top here. I'm going to slide this over. I'm going to prop my cabinet door on top of these other paint cans just so I can paint it free and get the edges really good and stuff, okay? So let's get started. So first I'm going to just go in here and paint really, I'm going to go kind of quick here. This is how I do it. I just want to get right in there, and I want to get in all the detail first. And then I'm going to take my roller. Okay? If you're nervous about painting your kitchen cabinets, I would practice on like a piece of furniture, like from a thrift store or something. Get a really cheap piece of furniture and practice. If you can try to find something that's similar to your own cabinets, that's what I would do. So I just want to get all the detail first. I know it looks like I'm being really sloppy. Just want to get it in there. And I'm going to take the roller and go right over this. But the brush is going to get into all those little nooks and crannies. I hope you can see that. Okay, so now I'm ready to roll. Take my roller. Start rolling. You don't want to use too much pressure. I'm going to move this a little bit. Okay. Okay. You don't want to use too much pressure. You want to get in there. And you want to go in the same direction, but I'm just going to get in here. I'm going to get my little brush here. That's where you want to try to get in those corners. Don't want too much paint on, but you want enough. I'm just going to kind of go in the same direction here. You don't want to have, like I said, you don't want to have too much pressure because you don't want to get like little roller marks or anything, okay? And this is just our first coat. We're going to go over this again. I can tell that we're going to have to go on here again. Okay, I go in here at the top. There's different size rollers. I could have got a smaller roller, but I just wanted one a little bit bigger so I would could cover a bigger area while I'm doing it. Okay, so now I'm going to get in here and we're going to do the edges here. I have to see how long this takes to dry. I have to look if I can, because you want to let this completely dry before you go back over it with another coat, because if you don't, then you're just going to be lifting that paint right off. I've done it. I've been impatient and I've done it. It's not worth it. Just wait. Wait until it's dry. How did I get paint on? I got paint on my floor. Seriously, Annie? I am like the messiest painter. Can you tell? How did I get, what the heck? Okay. I'm gonna flip that there. I don't know if you can see. I'm just getting the edges here. This paint is not as thick as my chalk paint, so I don't know that I would, I don't know if I would have painted these on my cabinets, but when I did the chalk paint, I seriously did not even take the cabinet doors off. I'm just telling you, I did not do it. With this paint, I don't know, excuse me, your way. This paint, I don't know. So that's it. So I'm gonna go back and do another coat of this, but I probably won't share it because you probably don't want to see me do this again. But there you get the basic idea. That's all you do. So I just like to go over it and just make sure that I got everything really good the first time. I'm gonna let this dry and I'll come back and do another coat, and then we'll see if I need a third coat. I have no idea. So I'll be back. Okay, that's it, guys. Here are my kitchen cabinets. They're done, they're hung. So that's all you have to do to paint kitchen cabinets. Just make sure that you allow plenty of time to paint them. I do have to add the hardware. If you want to know how I did that, I'll link that below. I did a blog post on how to add hardware to cabinets. It's really easy. There's a tool you can use and makes it like super easy to do, okay? But just make sure that when you're painting your kitchen cabinets, allow for time to paint your cabinets, because it's not an easy job. I don't care if you're chalk painting it or painting it the way that I did. It doesn't matter. It takes a lot of time to do. It's a lot of work. And again, if you want a flawless look, you're not going to get it with the way that I shared with you. If you want a factory finished look, you're going to want to spray. And I really don't have a sprayer to recommend to you, but research it and check it out. Like I said, my friends' cabinets look amazing. So, but I love my white cabinets. And you don't have to paint your cabinets white. You can do other colors as well. But I just like white cabinets. So I think it's a really classic look. It's been around for a long time. I don't think it's a look that's ever going to go away. It's always It's always been around. And some people like them, some people don't. I happen to like them. So that is it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope that this video was helpful to you and informative. Please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. And if you're subscribing again, thank you so much. And if you're not, just click that button and subscribe. And you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and also my blog, whitelacecottage.com. And that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.